I think we left off at number 7. Right.
What?
We left off at number 7.
Okay, I'm going to repeat it a little bit so it's going to be easy for everybody.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Okay. You back?
Yes, Baruch Hashem.
Baruch Hashem.
Thank you.
Kavod Harav?
Yes.
Chag Sameach.
How are you?
Baruch Hashem, thank you. Harav, is it possible at all to talk a little bit about the stuff that was going on the chat today? Or, I don't know, if you're comfortable.
Comfortable I am. That's not a problem. As you can see, that we fell into the hands of two Rishaim that they couldn't care less about. For them, God is not existing. They don't care, and they do whatever they want. And if we're complying or not complying, it doesn't make any difference. They have a plan, and they're going to exercise this plan. What went on today already, it's beyond any imagination. So I think time to be a good boy and good girl is already over. Now we have to act like Jews knows how to act. It means that we have to fight back. And we know how to fight back. So, it's not anymore safety issues, medical issues. It's all full of air, baloney. They're lying to us. And we became the victims. So if somebody thinks that if we're going to protest is a Chilul Hashem, by not doing so, it's a Chilul Hashem. Okay. We have to start acting like BLM, and then the message will get across. By closing the shuls and put 50 masks on and who knows what else. They want to control us. That's all. That's what it is. So this is exactly what went on by the communism time, Nazis time, and here we go again. We came to the same point. Is history will teach us a lesson, or will continue to be bad students?
Rabbi.
Yeah.
I just read that Agudas is taking Homok to court.
Yes. They took him once and they won. Now they're taking again because what they're doing is against the Constitution. They cannot do it. Okay. Let's go back to what we know how to do best, is to talk about how to maintain our Shalom Bayit, which is the most important thing at the moment. So now, yesterday I said, and I want to repeat a little bit, that is not a secret that a marriage life in the Western world that we call the modern world is in bankruptcy state. Yesterday I said that if two couples will get married tonight, one of them for sure will get a divorce, and the second one will be on the verge of the divorce. Because long ago, maybe 20 years ago, it passed the 50% mark. Most probably, I think after 20 years, we are at 70% rate, most probably. Why is it happening? Did somebody asking himself, why is it happening? What happened from the day of the wedding until we deciding to depart? What happened? Where is the love? Where is the sugar? Where is the honey? Where is the sweetheart? Where is the honeymoon? What happened? What happened? Something happened, no? Meaning it was all illusion. We were not educated at all, and that's what happened. Because everybody is coming to a wedding from a selfish point of view, which we said yesterday. I have to worry about myself. I have to be comfortable. And my ambition is to have an easy life, comfortable life, enjoyable one, and everything that stands on our way, we have to push it aside. If this is what you have in your mind when you get married, don't get married. You're going to fail. For sure you're going to fail. I have no doubt with that. The question is when. If it's months, it's a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, as much as you can carry. But it's not going to continue. And yesterday I explained because we're taking two different people, two different needs. Everything is different. So what makes you believe that you're going to make it? If she have blue eyes, or he is tall and he is handsome and rich, that's not going to last long. Because there's things in life much more important than that. Now, what is the chances that a couple that came from two different backgrounds, two different needs, two different bodies, two different everything is different. How you can bring them underneath one roof and to live with harmony? Okay. Without spitting any blood and sweat, this is not even a child's understanding of life. This is going to be a disaster. The Jewish way, as I said yesterday, is completely different. Completely. You're getting yourself into a laboratory of looking for vaccine. How to work on your midot. How to work on your character, not her character, and she should not work on your character. Everybody should take care of himself. So, Jewish life, I'm not going to call it religious, I'm going to Jewish life, Jewish way of life. Jewish lifestyle means investment. The moment you put a ring and you accepting the ring, meaning the treaty is we're going to invest on each other. Can you take a profit without any investment?
No, Rabbi.
No, right? That's exactly what happened when we get married. I don't want to invest right away, I want a profit. Even when you buy a lottery, you have to invest. So what makes you believe that if you getting married and don't want to invest on your spouse, you're gonna make it? This is not normal. He's not even intelligent. Now, some people are experts, right? Some people are experts in the medical field. Some will be experts in a pharmacy. Some will be experts in a dental field. Are you expert to your spouse?
No.
If you're claiming that you're expert, how about to be experts to deal with your wife or with your husband? You NP, you OT, I don't know what you are. You PA. We're not. How come? Are you expert in other fields and you learned for a long time? How long it took you to learn to be a pharmacist?
Here's Rabbi.
Anyone over here is A pharmacist?
No, but it takes 7 years.
Takes time, 6, 7 years.
6, 7 years. Okay. Dentist, I think I see. How long it takes to be a dentist?
8, 9 years.
Huh?
8 years.
8 years.
8 years.
That's
How long
without
it
the
takes to be a
residency.
PA?
4 years.
6
Ah.
years. 6 years.
6 years.
6 years. How long it takes to be a good wife or a good husband?
Lifetime.
The whole life.
Yes.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. Very good answer. You own the money today. Very good. All life. The more you're going to learn, the more you're going to invest on each other to learn him or to learn her, what she's calling for. As a doctor, sometimes you have to think out of the box or you always go with the book.
Out of the box.
Always out of the box.
Both, I think. How can you do?
Mrs. Shadi, what you saying? Your PA?
Very often out of the box, Rabbi.
Very often out of the box, right?
Absolutely.
Always exceptions to the rules, Rabbi.
And your husband also is a doctor, yes? Is he always going by the books, or sometimes he leaves the book and he's thinking out of the box?
99% of the time out of the box, Rabbi. Majority of the time. Seriously.
I didn't know that. I thought everything. Okay. Okay. So you have to learn. You have to learn your spouse, and it's a life project. You're never gonna graduate. The graduation one, the certificate Hashem will give you after 120 years. It's up to your last day. You're in school, you're in the hospital, you're in the house. You are continue to learn. Because every age is something else. You want to tell me that you're behaving now the same way that you behaved 20 years ago?
No,
Huh?
no,
Are you thinking the same?
not at all.
Definitely not.
Not at all. So every time you have to change?
Yes, according to the situation.
According to your age, your
Yes.
needs are changing, your hormones are changing, your emotional needs changing, everything will change on you.
The family situations. Yes.
Everything. So what are you going to do?
Keep learning.
Okay, very good. Here we go. Here we go. So you have to be expert at your spouse. How do I become an expert? Experience, learning all the time, non-stop.
Invest time.
And now, his or hers material needs is mine spiritual needs. You understand what I'm saying now?
No, can you be a little more specific or maybe give an example?
Yeah.
Again, my spouse material needs should be mine spiritual needs. Let's take an example. When I give somebody a tzedakah, what do I give him?
Money. And you're turning that into something spiritual, which is tzedakah.
Material thing.
Meaning, I'm taking something material, I help this guy, and for me it becomes spiritual. Can you interpret going to shopping for your wife, or for the house, or for your husband, is for you is spiritual need, or it is material need?
Material. Like the actual shopping, you mean?
Actual shopping is material, yes.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
But the chesed that
Oh,
you
the
do,
act of it, the act of shopping. Okay.
When you're cooking for your kids, what is this for you?
chesed. It's a
Right.
physical act, but it's a chesed for the children.
Now you
Right.
understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you, Rabbi, for clarifying.
Very good. So now we can talk, yes?
Yes.
Good. So now, this is my spiritual obligation to make sure that your olam hazeh, okay, is my olam haba. Which we don't think on these terms, not at all. We have to admit. Because I have to learn my partner. What does he like? What she likes? What bothering him? What bothering her? What makes him happy? What makes her happy? She says, if you change the couch, it will make me happy. Right away, okay, we're going to order a couch. What happened over here?
He wants to make her happy, so he's doing an act of chesed and he's changing the couch for her, which is a physical need, but the spiritual need is also being fulfilled by doing.
Absolutely. He says, in order for me to make her happy, right? So I'll feel good in my spiritual, as we say, ruchniut. I have to make her happy in a gashmiut, in the material world. That's how we have to look at this. This is how you get connected to each other. Now we can talk. Now we can communicate with each other because I care for your material, and through you I'm getting much greater in chesed. And you are going to do what makes him happy, and that's how you're going to get your spiritual satisfaction. When your husband asking you to cook something that he likes, okay? For him, it's something material. He has to eat. What is this for you now?
Chesed.
Yes. Now for you, it's becoming something spiritual. We never thought about these terms at all. Yes or no?
100% correct, Rav. Never thought of it that way. It's a new
But I don't think that people just labeled it. I think like we get a good feeling from
So
like making our spouse happy.
So the good feelings is the neshama feels good,
Right.
not your body feeling good. There's no such a way. There is no such a thing that my body will feel good. Only when somebody make you massage, then okay, fine.
Right.
Rabbi, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I feel so badly. I mean, I have a tear. I feel so badly that other people, everybody doesn't learn like this. And thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Very interesting, yeah.
And now with the time, it will get even better and better and better because we know each other. We care for each other. I know because of you, I'll get satisfaction spiritually, and you know because of me, you're gonna be satisfied spiritually. So now we exchanging spirituality through material. So the material becomes something also only a mean to get into a language of spirituality.
You know, Rabbi, one more quick thing. I'm sorry to interrupt you again. The first Hasidic wedding that I went to about 10 years ago, everybody was walking around saying Mazel Tov. And I looked at my friends, I said, why are they saying Mazel Tov to me? I didn't get it. Deborah, do you remember? I said, what are they saying? Why are they, I'm not getting there. What are they saying? Now it's obvious.
Oh, it's obvious, very good. Now, let's take it one step further. We always looking at the spouse, you have to make me happy. You have to make me happy. Will never work. Will never work. You have to talk to yourself, I have to make him happy. Meaning, I want to make you happy, knowing that your number one priority is to make me happy. But what I'm going to demand for myself, what I'm going to demand for myself, I have to make my spouse happy. That's it. What she will do, I don't know. But this is my obligation. That's why I got married for. Why Hashem gave us a spouse? In order to give, not to take. Why Hashem created us? In order to take from us. Hashem created us in order to give us. And our sages knew what they're saying. They know what they're saying. And what did they say? Only when you're giving back, you know that you have to give and you want to give, and you know that will lift you up spiritually, then you get connected, and now we can say you're slowly falling in love. What we see in the movies, oh, it's such a lie. Oof. Oof. So now I want to go back to the 10 things that I promised you that I will tell you. 10 lines that will calm you down at the moment that you're just about to get angry at your spouse. We will not kid ourselves. We have many things that sometimes our spouse is doing and it's annoying us. it gets me very upset. And befrat, especially when I keep saying it over and over again and it's not been done, oof, you feel already helpless, frustrated. Okay. Whatever I said until now was very nice, generally speaking, but now we are in the war zone. He didn't cover the cheese again. I just finished to clean the sink. Again, he made it dirty. Right? He just took a shower. He left the bathroom upside down, like a war zone. How many times I have to tell him not to do it? He comes home, one shoe is there, the jacket is flying all over the place. How many times I have to say, he's annoying me, this guy. Or the husband will get upset and his wife says, when you going to fold already the laundry, no, fold it already. How many times after, what are you, retarded? What are you? What? He gets crazy. So to all of us that have things that are annoying us, here we go. Number one, you have to talk to yourself. It's good. People think that if you're talking to yourself, you're not normal. By Jewish life, it's very normal. The Breslevers, they're going for itbodedut. No? They're going to the woods in the middle of the night and they're talking. If somebody will come from the outside and say, maybe you forgot to take your pills today. Maybe I'll call ambulance and take you to the psychiatric hospital.
But you're talking to Hashem, you're not talking to yourself.
But the people from the outside, they think you're talking to yourself. You're talking to Hashem and saying, Hashem, thank you. This is my second half. I know. He has advantages and he has disadvantages. Okay. And yesterday I said, is he doing intentionally? Yes or no?
No.
No.
Whoever doing things intentionally, I'm not going to talk to him. Because I'm not accustomed to talk to Reshaim. Not my department. You're talking to Rasha. He's doing things intentionally. This is what he knows. He has a habit. Okay. Number two, so first of all, acceptance. Acceptance. Number two, I'm not going to change him if I'm going to criticizing him or her. Nothing will be changed. Delicately, when we're talking, I can bring it up to remind him or her, to ask her or him. And if they keep forgetting, I will not get angry. Okay. Number 3. Do we say thank you to Hashem on the opportunity that He gave us to work on our midah, a character of savlanut, of patience? How would you know if you have a patient or not? If somebody will not challenge you, you will never know how patient you are. If somebody gives you a challenge and you continue to be patient, you have something to pat yourself on the back, Baruch Hashem. If not, I have to work on it. And this is a muscle, a spiritual muscle that we have to work on it, on our patience. So if you have a spouse that's working all the time on your patience, and you need patience for this kind of a guy or this kind of a lady, you need patience. Good, at least somebody training you. What's wrong with this? It's hard. Did you see once how they're trying to lift up weight? Is it easy? Huh? Is it easy?
No, Rav, no.
Meskenim, they lift it, and his knees shaking, and the coach sending, stand up, don't give it up and up and up and up. Finally, it goes all the way up. I said, Opa, very good. But over there, he does it because he gets a medal after all. For a lousy medal, he's ready to work months and months and months just to give him a, if he will get it bichlal. But let's say he did get it. Over here, you're gaining something that belongs to spiritual, you're patient. It's good for your kids, it's good for you, good for your wife, good for the society, for everybody. It's good. It's something to benefit from. So Hashem sent you a good coach? No? Number 4. Talk to yourself and say, okay, so my husband don't know how to put the cover of the cheese after he finish using it. Okay. So I'll close it. It's not a big deal. Oh, to wash the knife, what's the big deal? Okay, why should I make such a balagan out of it? It's not pikuach nefesh. It's not pikuach nefesh. So why to fight for things that is not pikuach nefesh? That was number 4. Now we are in number 5. Am I perfect? Am I perfect?
No.
No. And anyway, my spouse accept me. So why I cannot accept this one? Probably I have a few things that are annoying my spouse also. And I'm expecting my spouse to live with that with peace. This is my problem. Okay, no. Don't make a big deal out of it. Accept me. I'm expecting him to accept me the way I am. Okay. I have some bad habits. Okay, fine. Some ladies, they like to chew ice. Did you see it once? Ah? Yes or no?
Yes.
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 Crunch.
Rabbi,
My
can
wife
you hear
does.
me?
I don't like that.
It sounds like tack, 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 tack.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, what is that?
What is that all about?
I spoke, yeah.
Yeah, I think that they missing somehow oxygen, or this is something that will calm them down. Usually, you see it when a lady is expecting. Over there, she can maybe take a cup like this, and like a Bugs Bunny, tack 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 tack. You know, it sounds like.
She's grinding.
And the husband can lose his mind. He said, "Can you stop with this, please? Can you stop with this?"
I know.
Okay. But that's how we're working on your patient. It's annoying, I know. It makes noise, I know. But you have to see it as your, this is it. Now, welcome to the Olympics. Keep pushing. Keep quiet and say, I hope that you're enjoying the ice. I hope so. Yeah? And don't say one word. Later on, when you're talking on the sofa, something you say, by the way, when you're chewing this ice, sometimes it's maybe if you can, only if you can do it not next to me, I will appreciate it very much. Okay, if you can. I'm not going to force you, only if you can. But if you come and say, don't you think it's enough? You sound like Bugs Bunny. All day long. What's the matter with you? So this one is starting an argument. And she said, when you're going to sleep at the night, you're snoring like if you're going to do it next to the cemetery, the dead will wake up. They're going to get up from the grave. Did I say something to you? No. So why you have to say something about my eyes? Maybe I'll put once the phone and I'll record you how you snore. Even you're going to get scared. And now I say, Mapitom, you're imagining, and then I will go one lip to another for stupidity. Okay, for one eyes, he's going to start a fight, and who knows where it's going to end. It's worth it?
Not at all.
That's worth it.
Ping pong match, Rabbi. Turns into ping pong match.
It's not pikuach nefesh. It's not pikuach. We're not talking things that going to decide where our life is going.
Harav, I know that some people are very sensitive to noise.
Yeah.
Like beyond them.
Yeah, I know.
They hate it, but like it drives them to the wall every time they hear a loud noise or something that they don't like.
Okay, so now, here we go to the first point that I started. If I know not to step on your toes because your happiness is my responsibility. I want to make you happy, so I say, I'm sorry. When you're around, I'm not going to do it. Or I will hide somewhere else and I will do it. That's it. But many times he says, you snore, I'll chew ice. No, nothing to discuss.
But snoring is not in his control. Ice is in her control.
You can sleep in the next room. There are ways to control it. Go to a doctor and so on. But it's not something that we can break it and make it. Why it's annoying you? Okay, it's if annoying you, I don't want to annoy you. So I'll know to not to do it next to you. That's all.
What about?
Okay, I say that I'm in trouble. Yes.
What if, for example, you're just, I know I would have to work on myself, but I'm, for example, a very irritable person where it's not like one sound annoys me. It's like a lot of sounds annoy me. And I can't tell my husband to just do half of the things that he does as a regular person in a different room, you know?
So why are you keeping it to yourself? When you have time to talk to him, as I said, 10 minutes, you're going to tell him, some things. If you want to do me a favor, you know me, I'm extra sensitive. There are people באמת they can you please?
Sometimes I feel bad, excuse me. Sometimes I feel bad because I know it's out of his hands. Like, let's say it's because of allergies or a stuffy nose or something like that. Yeah. And so I keep it inside of me, and sometimes I explode, and sometimes I have that consciousness where I say, okay, relax, he can't do anything about it, just deal with it, or put a movie on in the background, like we'll watch a movie together, or we'll listen to music, so that'll like drown it out a little, for example.
My advice will be, instead of watching movie together, maybe you can learn something together.
Like I'm learning now.
But you can learn with your husband as well,
Mm-hmm. I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Let's say we go back to the snoring example, and you share with your spouse that it's something that, you share it very nicely, delicately, that it's something that bothers you, and the spouse takes it as criticism. Even if it's said nicely and politely. What do you do then? Like, what if the spouse doesn't get it? Like, they don't understand and they take it as criticism? Or they get offended? Is it the way that you said it, or does it have to do with the way that the spouse takes it?
Maybe it's the approach, or maybe the spouse don't understand what is his obligation.
Well, maybe she should be sleeping and not listening to the snoring.
No, but like you said, like some people are sensitive to noise, or some people are light sleepers. Like, just to take that snoring example, let's say, where it legitimately bothers a person, but the other one, I guess, doesn't acknowledge to what extent it bothers that person.
Again, I think that you miss everything what I said. Here we go again. I'll repeat it until finally it will sink in. This has to get into the register box. My obligation is to make my spouse happy. Usually we look at the spouse, he should make me happy, which will never happen. The only way it can happen that I know what is my obligation, mine. So if I know that my example, knowing, doesn't make you happy, I have to do take any action that I can. Go to the doctor, do something, okay? Because if I'll do it and she will be happy, that's how my spiritual level will go up.
BK, please mute.
Again, we think very shablonic, you know what? The tefillin and the mikveh and the tzitzit and the mezuzah and the challah and this will lift me up. No. This is the obligation that you have. The obligation to deal with another person, that's much difficult. That tefillin, they don't know how to talk. The tzitzit also don't know how to talk. The challah, she cannot resist when you're cutting it off. Now you're dealing with somebody else's emotions. If you change the couch, I'll feel much better. And you say, what the couch have to do with happiness? But that's what you make your spouse happy? Do it. That's how you grow spiritually. Which I think nobody taught you before. As I can see, everybody is so surprised, right?
Correct, yes, Rav.
Like I'm coming with a curveball.
Sounds like a mission, Rabbi. Mission impossible.
What? What impossible?
I'm saying for those people who is not in this lectures, for them it's mission impossible.
For sure. They're like a blind man looking to find the switch. And when he found the switch and he will turn it on, also he is still blind.
Yeah.
What makes a Jew happy is when I know how to make my spouse happy. If it's a husband to his wife or a wife to a husband, that will lift you up spiritually. That's why the Gemara says, יותר ממה שהבעל הבית עושה עם העני, העני עושה עם הבעל הבית. We think that we're giving a tzedakah, we're doing him a favor. Actually, he does us a favor. Because of him, I'm lifting myself spiritually. If everybody will be rich, how I'm going to lift myself up in chesed? How?
You know, it's funny because if you think about it, when your husband's stressing you out, you still say, oh, Baruch Hashem. Like, thank God, you're being a pain right now.
So what I'm saying is, it should not happen in the first place. Because if you know there's something that annoying you, or you know something annoying him, you stay away from it because it's going to take you down. He's not going to lift you up. The lady's job is to make the husband happy, and the husband's job is to make his wife happy. That's the way it goes, all day long. All day long. So do they have time to fight?
Not if they're both making each other happy. No.
No. Where are we starting? When I want to make myself happy. That's the problem. When you're taking a selfish point of view, all the fights will start right there.
But some people, they're never happy though. Is that true?
Because
like the example you gave last week about the woman that was always finding reasons and never found peace.
Yes. Because she don't know even Aleph Bet why she got married.
So what do people do with when they don't have a person who's not always like they can't find happiness themselves? Even if you're doing your role, let's say for example, you're doing your role, right? But that person is just very hard to satisfy.
So she's not doing it.
I'm not talking about you.
No, she's not doing her job. The normal way, everybody will tell you that. When I give somebody a tzedakah and the person feels good, I feel much better. I feel much better. And that's what Rabbi Akiva was answering to Nosrophos, the Rasha. Nosrophos was asking Rabbi Akiva if Hashem loves Aniyim, why he didn't create them rich people? So Rabbi Akiva says no. Hashem made them Aniyim. They're going to be the one to cause us to lift ourselves up in spiritualism. They're doing us a favor, meaning they become the trainers of us. They are the coach.
Oh, wow. Wow.
That's Rabbi Akiva answered him.
We're going to look at them differently now, Rabbi.
Of course. What do you think?
Wow.
What do you think? Okay, I think we are in number 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
We just finished. So number 6 now.
Yeah.
And him suffering for us.
Okay, so now, if something bothering me, and I cannot rest in peace because my husband always pays his bills last moment, and we get all kinds of that. You tell him, I think you have too much on you yourself. Maybe can I help you? Let me pay the bills, okay? Take charge, take the bills, and you pay, and you come down. That's all.
So the Rav, what if he, like that doesn't apply to me, but what if he gets accustomed to that, and then at some point, because, well, it's typical that the woman makes less than the husband in a lot of families, and you just cannot keep him, like, you don't want to get him to get used to that, and you don't know what kind of personality he has, so what if he would?
Get used to what?
You did a favor one time because you love your husband and you felt bad and he forgot or whatever it is. And let's say next month, it's not that he forgets, but he'll be like, oh, did you take care of that this month? And you'll say, no, that's usually your obligation. I was just helping you out last month because you were having a rough time. I'm just giving an example. That doesn't apply to me. I'm just saying.
So now, First of all, if you feel that you're doing him a favor, don't do it. You're doing both of you a favor. That's number one. Number two, you're making your husband happy. He has less responsibility. Why you looking at this? Suspecting him that he's going to take advantage of it.
Bukharian mother's tales. I'm serious.
No. I'm serious. I heard it. I know where it's coming from. And this, we have to clean it out. The attitude is not good. The moment that I get married, I know what I have to do for my spouse, and she knows what she have to do. And for a lady, it's very much, and for men too. Don't get me wrong. Every man wants to see his wife happy. Maybe they don't say it out loud, but I'm telling you, every man wants to see his wife very happy.
And also, no man wants his wife paying the bills too, I think. It's not about the mentality. It's just that you want to be the provider.
You want to bills with your money, not with hers.
Oh, she's just taking care of the bills. You mean like it's far? Right.
You have a joint account, hopefully, and she's taking the checkbooks, and she's taking a burden off your back. What's wrong with this? Why we got stuck over here? I don't understand. Okay.
Number 7, Rav.
Number 7. I chose my spouse. Why did you decide to marry this guy or this wife? Why did you do it? I saw his quality. Maybe it's worth it that I remind myself why I decided to marry him, to leave my parents' house and to come to live in a basement with this guy. Because I saw that he is very generous, not stubborn at all, very calm, very much forgiving, he's not holding any grudges. Where all these qualities, why it's in your pocket? Take it out of your pocket and look at them. It's still there. It's still there. The decision why to get married to this guy or to this wife are still there. Okay? Is it still there?
Yes.
Yes.
Working on it.
You sound like a farmer, We're working on this.
Where I am now, yes.
You don't have to. It's there. You just have to take it out of the pocket and start to look back at this,
I think sadly with everyone's busy schedules, busy lives, we end up becoming very robotic about everything, and it's like routine, every day, same story. And we don't stop for a second to really, how can I say this, communicate properly. It's talking about, what we need to do, the kids or work. And it's there's no genuine there's no genuine conversation anymore. I think that's how we leave behind
I think
all of those good
everybody,
qualities.
excuse me, I think everybody takes everything for granted. That's why, they don't appreciate everything that they have, and they just take it for granted.
Until they lose it.
Until they lose
Oh,
it.
yes. That's correct. Where are we? Which number?
Number 7.
8. Number 8. We just
Now 8.
Going to 8.
Yeah.
Now you have to tell yourself this. My spouse was sent to me from Shamayim. Especially for me. Tailored for me. Tailored. Hashem tailored my spouse, especially for me. With all the advantages and disadvantages. Even if it's very hard for me to accept it, it's hard. I know. But do you know Hashem plans? Hashem wants you to live life of eternity. Maybe that's the wife that you need to bring you to eternity. We think, no, maybe the first one that I went out with, maybe this one, but Hashem, at the end, got you stuck with this one. On a purpose. That's your mission. Through this one, you're going to get into to eternity. That's what you have to talk to yourself.
Rabbi, but why do we have to say that we are stuck with this one? Why can't we say that we are blessed to be with such person, to improve ourselves?
Even better. But are we saying, are we blessed?
Well, people who appreciate what they have, that's what they say.
People who appreciate.
Yes.
Usually when men talks, you know how they talk, right? Do I have to tell you?
No, I was there.
Oh, good. We stuck with this. What can I do? I have kids now. We stuck.
And we say Bachtam.
Okay. Now, why can number 9?
Rob, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Number 7 was I chose as husband wife. Why did I do it? And then number 8 is thanking Hashem and seeing the advantages and disadvantages of the spouse. I'm just trying to clarify.
No. Number 7 is I chose this spouse. What for?
All right.
Maybe I can remind myself that I chose them because he was generous, not stubborn, בכלל no, very calm, and don't hold any grudge. You have to see why you chose him. Then it was a reason, no? If you chose him only because of his color of the hair or the nose, that's what you're going to get.
And then Rav continued tailored for me with all their disadvantages and advantages.
Yeah.
So that's still 7?
That's 8. No, that's 8.
8? Okay, thank you, Rav.
Number 9, I remind myself, how difficult is this for me to make a diet?
To make what?
Diet.
Dieta.
Like losing weight?
Yes. Why is it so difficult? Stop eating.
It's not a problem to me, Rabbi.
You tzaddik, you. What can I do? I'm talking now to the non-tzaddik you. Okay?
Rabbi, it's all in your zachut.
How difficult is this to make a diet? People who loves to eat. Is it difficult or no?
Very difficult, Kavod Rav.
Yes.
How many times we started and then we say, okay, I can't stand by it. I don't know. You live only one time, let's have fun, and we'll kiss Serah, v'shalom al Israel. Yes? So if you cannot change one habit of eating or exercising, you started to exercise, you signed yourself to the gym, you paid in advance, you went 1 time, 2 times excited, and then you said, oh, not today I'm tired, and next time I have shopping, this and that. Shalom al Israel, no more exercising. Why? Because you're not accustomed to it. It's difficult. How difficult is this to change one habit?
Very difficult.
I remember as a child, I think I told you once, we had a person in the street level, actually it was already a basement, so to speak. He had a factory, a small one, to change all kinds of cushions, of sofas and chairs and everything. He was an expert. He was Hungarian, Ashkenaz. But he has a habit, as a child I remember it, until now I can even draw his face. The cigarette was here. He never took the ashes down, and he used to work one eye closed because the smoke not to go into his eyes. For years, kacha he worked. One day, as a child, innocent child, I told them, Chaim, why don't you move the cigarette over here, you know? It's yellow over here already. Move it over here. Now close these eyes and work with this one. He said, Ingale, get out. He spoke to me in Yiddish. He said, get out of here. Get away. You know what get away means? Get out of here. What did I tell him? What did I tell him? I told him, change your habit. Instead of here, put it here. I didn't say take the ashes down, and the cigarette was one log ashes. Years and years and years. And we kids, you know what kids are saying? Chaim. Get out of here. He couldn't change in one habit. And you want your husband or your wife to change a habit that she has for years or he has for years in 1 second? How many times I have to tell you? How many times? Or are you retarded? What are you? I'm not retarded. I'm not. It's very difficult for me to change habits. To stop me to eat ice creams, I had to go through chemotherapy. That's the only way to stop. I used to eat ice cream in a bucket, not in a cup. Cup was not even here. Where they sell you from, that's what I used to buy.
Why can't you have ice cream when you have treatment?
I don't know, and then I stopped.
They told you that you can't, or you just got motivated?
I cannot because the cancer lives on sugar.
Oh.
So right away I start and I lost all the appetite for ice cream. Give me to the ice cream. Not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna touch it. So you see what you have to go through in order to change one habit? So your husband came from his house already not neat. You throw one shoes here, one shoes there. When he's finished a shower, it looks like after the Israeli have an air attack. What are you going to do now? Be patient. One day, B'ezrat Hashem, he will change it. Number 10, very important. I have to think about that I'm doing chesed with my spouse when I'm cleaning after him. Don't you clean after your child? Don't you change a diaper? Are you?
Yes, Rabbi.
No. Everything that you're doing, that you give for yourself, you're waking up in the middle of the night to feed the child. It's such a chesed. And it stays with you for eternity. In the Shamayim, they sing you big ba'ala chesed. Not only outside to do chesed, to your own obligation is your baby, but you're waking up in the middle of the night when everybody else is asleep. And you're feeding the child. Don't you think it's a chesed? To feed all your family, don't you think it's a chesed? What do you think it is? Or if you go shopping, of course it's chesed. Of course. If you do a laundry or everything. Why can't we see it like that? Meaning your husband left you so much to do in order to have eternity, endless eternity. Or the other way. His wife, she's not organized, she's not this. Okay, so you come and you organize and you'll get the mitzvah and you're going to be satisfied spiritually. If you're not, meaning something is wrong in the view, in the hashkafa, as we say, something is wrong. You understand me?
Yes.
Yeah, very clear.
It was clear?
Yes, very clear.
Good. Okay. Tomorrow night the topic will be a couple, married couple going on a date. How to take your spouse to a date.
I love it.
You never heard it before, right?
COVID-19 special. I mean, that's different.
According to the governor, you have to eat only outside.
Go to 5 towns, guys.
Because he is a dog, he wants to make all of us dogs to eat outside. So, in Hashem, I'll see you tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. my bunch.
Thank you, Kavod Harav.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank
We're
you.
not your bunch. We're your sheep.
7 o'clock.
Thank you, Rabbi.
We have class in the morning.
Thank you.
8 o'clock. 7 o'clock.
7
I
o'clock.
hope that you took notes.
7 o'clock.
Thank you, Kavod
De Blasio.
Yeah, Chag Sameach, everybody.
Somebody took notes.
Guys, is there another lecture like Thursday or Monday?
How are you, Roberta? ¿Cómo está? Bien, bien.
Yes,
Venga, tengo Dios.
usually.
Gusto te conocerte.
Гарик понял, ребята, что вы не хотите спать?
Нет, не хотим спать, мы гуляем.
Что там ты говоришь, мама?
Мы хотим гулять.
Гулять, что ты там рисуешь? Покажи нам.
А можно посмотреть рисунок?
No, guys, I'm getting a pink. Oh, wow. What's nice? Rachamim, что ты думаешь на еще ее painting?
Ask him, he's ready to pay $200.
You ready to pay $200 for it? Смотри, там она 2 кольца рядом нарисовала.
It's candles.
Handles? Для чего handles-то?
For the sukkah, you have to light the candle.
Поэтому оно одевается на пальчик для того, чтобы мы могли сказать «Рейат». Видишь? Вот это видишь?
3 times high. That's your father, Frank. 3 times high.
All right, guys, yeah, Mullah Hamid, bro. We'll talk to you.
Bye,
Bye, left
see you
already,
tomorrow.
guys. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.